Hey, everybody. This is the Coach's Corner with Coach Hadassah and myself, Coach Cotton. How are you guys doing this evening, Coach? How are you?
Oh man, I am wonderful. How are you?
Tired? Exhausted? The devil is busy? Like always.
You
You know, when you do things great, here come the enemy. They just want to upset you. But you
uh,
know me, I'm bounce right
hey,
on
you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. Because I used to get like upset about it and everything. But here's the thing. First of all, the enemy was created by the
that.
creator. So obviously the enemy has a purpose, or the adversary. I'll put it that way. The
Right,
adversary has a purpose. The purpose for the adversary is to be adverse.
right,
Right? And
right.
so I try my best not to be, you know, upset or angry or whatever about it, because that's his job. It's like, look, work 24 hours, 7 days a week. Don't take no days off, no sick days, nothing.
Absolutely. You know what? Great point. It is his job to
Right,
come
that's
to
his
steal, kill,
job.
and destroy. That could be your joy, your peace, but it's up to us to dismiss it because
Right.
it's not worth it. It is not even
Uh-huh.
that. It's not
It's
that serious.
right. So I'm like, shoot, you know what? He's doing this job. Let me do mine. I, you
Absolutely.
know, if the adversary doing this job better than me, I need to get it together.
There's a problem, right? So that means I need to step up my game and be a few steps ahead because
Right,
it's
right.
look. At the end of the day, the adversary is too trivial for me to even entertain. Like 100%.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, that's it. But look, you're doing some things, some big things going on. So
I have. Oh, coach, I'm tired
yes.
though. I can't even lie. Look, my body tired, my mind, I'm mentally drained. I'm like, don't y'all start with me right now, and I'm exhausted. Like people want to get you when you weak. You know you tired. Like
Man,
like
all the time. Look, that's when my kids come. Like, ooh, she tired. She can't even think right now. Let's ask her for everything. Look, take my card. Take the just take the whole bank. I'm tired. I'm asleep. It's like, yes. Oh man, where'd Coach Cotton go? Oh, we lost her. We lost her. But she'll be back. She will be back. So but what I don't want to do, oh, here she comes. See, there she go, right there. Okay, we
I
got you.
told you, coach. He busy now. He don't even
Hey,
want this message to go.
and then look, I'm sitting up here talking. I had looked that way and looked back, and I was like, whoa, where Coach Cotton at? She'll be back.
Right. Like let me just reconnect.
Right. All right. So we want to go ahead and get this thing started. We've been this week we're sharing a live with
Mhm.
Adrian Dynamite Sloan, the dynamic CFO of Extreme FX Global Academy, where Bitcoin and Forex collide. And look, he's an awesome leader as well.
Yes, he
So
is.
yes, he did a live. I believe it was Friday before the Cashville trading event that took place in Charlotte, North Carolina. And
Mhm.
man, he just dropped some bombs after dynamite, after nuggets, after jewels, after gems, after bags, after I mean, it was just like, whoa, right? So and it was just something good to share. So the point that we're at now, and here's the thing, I'm not even sure if we're going to get through the entire live, but
Mhm.
we're going to share maybe about 10-15 minutes of it today, and then go into our discussion on it. So we want to go ahead and share it. Let's see, we're like 7 minutes after the hour, so let me go ahead and cue this up, because it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome.
That
It's
live is
awesome. It's
so
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, it is. So let's make sure. Let's see. Let me see if this is the right one. Nope, it's not. Okay, okay. All right. Let me get out of this window. I forgot it was two Facebook windows up. So let me do this again. Bear with me, you guys.
You got it,
Let,
coach.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh, where you go? See what we not gonna do today. It's okay. Do I really have to do all of this to huh. Something's weird happening. So hold on a sec. It's like a
Do you hear anything?
no, it's not playing yet because the screen isn't up. Let me see something.
You might have to go back out, try to refresh it.
Yeah, I don't want to lose its place. Okay, so let me do it. Let me do it again. Oh wow, a whole lot of stuff happened. Okay, hold on. How about this? You know what? We not even finna play.
Right. Look, I don't have no broken background today. Look, I'm not even home. I'm on myself.
Right? And so now see that wasn't even on my end. That was just the technology period. So we just gonna go full-fledged background over here and and get this back going. I'm like, we're not even about to play with this. All right. Okay, audio. Okay, so that's what it was. It was oh yeah, it was the platform. All right,
Okay.
so yeah, so here we go.
How important is your time? You know what I'm saying? Like, how valuable is your time? Because at the end of the day, your time is the most valuable asset that you have. It's your time. You know what I mean? And things come and go. It's not your money. It's not your house. It's not your car. It's your time. Because houses and cars, come and go. Money come and go. But time is one of those things that when you run out of it, it's over. So you got to start thinking about, what do I want to do with the time that I have, that God has blessed me to have on this green earth? What do I want to do with my time? And if you value your time, you have to get into a position in life where time, trading time for money, has to start minimizing, right? Trading time for money has to start going away because hold on, messing up my signal. Okay. You have to be in a position where your time is valued more than $10 an hour, $20 an hour, $50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? You have to value your time more than that. And so if you value your time and you have which is your most precious commodity, and you got a lot of things in life that you want to get accomplished, you have to understand you have to get paid more, right? For the time that you do have. So if you can get in a position, because all money ain't created equal. You can make $3,000 a month, right, at your job, right? So that's what, about $750 a week. Let's just say you're making 5,000 on your job, right? You're making 5,000 on your job, so you're making around $1,200 a week, right? And that's before taxes. So after taxes, it's really like 800 in reality a week. So if you can get to a position, let's just put it in the middle. Let's just be fair, and let's just say you're making $1,000 a week in trading, and you do that for a consistent period of time. Do you realize that $1,000 a week that you made in trading, you made that in minutes? In minutes, you probably ain't got collectively an hour. You know what I mean? Depending on your lot size. Even if you was on a small account and you was at $100 to a $500 trade account, and you built that account, and you worked off of that small amount, and you continue to make $1,000 a week off of that account in minutes. Let's just say it took you let's just say it took you 3 hours. We gonna stretch it because we all know you can get this done in the trade in a session, right? Those of us who trade know you can get this done in seconds. But let's just say it took you 3 hours as a layman starting the trade. 3 hours versus 40 hours to make $1,000. You have bought back 37 hours of your time every single week. Quantify that times 4. Guys, You have pulled back over 145 hours of your life every month. Quantify that times 12. Guys, you are at 1,600 hours. Like you gotta look at, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at and understand the rationale of how important your time is. How many more things could you do with your life? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many more lunches with your kids if you got small kids? I used to enjoy just going to the cafeteria and eat lunch with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Going there with my son. You know what I'm saying? And just eat lunch and just don't worry about time. I wouldn't worry about what time I got there, what time I left. I would just be there to enjoy them. You know what I'm saying? How much more time would you spend and just relax with your loved ones? You know? I may just take my grandmother or my mother to lunch and just relax with them. You know what I mean? Because when you look back at your life, we look at our life based by memories and moments. The moments that we had time to spend with our loved ones is the most precious parts of our lives, right? But the issue that most people have is they spend so much time at work on their occupation that it takes away for those moments and memories that they can have with their loved ones. So when I ask the question, how much do you value your time? It's a key component to your success for your life of having a wholesome, healthy life. You follow me? A wholesome, healthy life. You know, everybody say, okay, money is not everything. Okay, sounds good. Go without it and see how important it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, go without it and you'll see how much you actually value money, value time, right? Even the scriptures say money is the answer to all things. You feel me? So I don't understand what is rationale, what people was brainwashed to believe that money is not valuable. The only thing I can tell you, if you're going to be brainwashed with that mindset, that feel like because you acquire money that is greed or that is evil or that something's wrong with people always talking about money, go without it. That's all I can tell you. Let a bill be due and see how much you want money like you want oxygen. Let your tire blow while you're on a highway somewhere. And the only way you're going to be able to get somebody to tow you off the side of the road is that you have to give them some money. Let your children be hungry and you need food. And the only way to get this food is that you have to swipe your card or you have to give them green dead guys to somebody that's in your wallet or in your purse, and you'll see how valuable it is. See, what I understand of it is that everything in our country and everything in this world is a transaction. So he or she who can make the transaction smoothly has less stress on their life. And it doesn't matter if it's a small transaction or a big transaction. Everything in our life moves transactional, right? How many times you don't woke up in the morning? I do it all the time. All the time. I did it this morning. Woke up this morning and my phone not on. Oh man, I didn't pay the bill. Got to call in real quick, punch in the 6-digit code, your phone back on. It's a transaction.
I'm gonna stop it right there, Coach.
Yes, yes. How far are we into it?
We only 12 minutes into this.
What, Coach? Look, you probably should have ever answered some more. Look, it was getting too good. I'm up here like I haven't watched it before. I'm like, transaction. And it's so funny that you ended on that part because I've done that countless times. But in both scenarios, I don't know if he had got to the point about alternative B, but alternative A was I have forgotten to pay a bill or not necessarily forgot to pay a bill, and I had to call and make arrangements because I didn't necessarily have the money to pay that bill. You know what I'm saying? But now doing trading or having another source of income has helped me to, if I do forget, because look, y'all know me, I'll forget something in a heartbeat, especially like my phone, because I'm just used to, it being on, or the bill do come up, I'm like, oh crap, gotta pay my phone bill. But now the difference is I can just go ahead and pay and make that transaction, and it's not a hardship anymore. It's not a challenge. And that's what we got to start to understand about money. There's nothing wrong with money. Money isn't evil. Money isn't negative. Again, like Adrian stated, money answers all things. That's scriptural and that's biblical. And we got to stop acting like we don't even deserve to have it. Like, where do we get off thinking that we don't deserve wealth? Like, where did that whole mindset and mentality come from? And if you need to find the root cause of that, and you need to totally rebuke it, dismiss it, and correct it, because there's nothing wrong with having and obtaining wealth. It's knowing how to manage it. It's knowing how to be financial literate. It's knowing the right investments to make. But this is okay. There's nothing wrong with having money. Money isn't evil. And you don't have to love money, because most people equate money as material things that you just want to go buy all these things. No, money open doors that if you don't have it, you can't walk into. Like he said, something simple. Let your power get cut off. Let a bill be due. And you don't have money. You're going to be sitting there looking crazy. Let the unexpected happen, like something go wrong with your car, right? And you don't have a backup. There's no plan B. What you going to do? And there's nobody you can call. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 100% with Agents Live. Like, this is a transaction. There's nothing wrong with having and obtaining wealth. We got to break that mindset and mentality. It's ridiculous.
Very.
Very.
Right. And I'm going to share this, and it's true. Like you said, it is scriptural. It is in the book. Okay. Right. It's in the good book. Let me tell you what I do. Because I don't just leave it to anybody's minister, pastor, deacon, bishop, whoever. I don't leave it to them to interpret the Bible for me.
Right.
Right. I mean, I am ordained. Right. I'm an ordained and licensed minister. Minister means servant, somebody who serves.
Absolutely.
Right. And so in that, since 16 years old, I study my Bible, and there are 6 months out of every year where I go back and read the entire Bible again. And I always find myself starting around this time. I don't know what that is. You know what? I do know what it is. I mean, I could look at my chart and see it astrologically as to why I do that. But starting from like this time until it's usually about somewhere around Christmas or sometime in December or whatever. Not only have I read through and studied again the entire Canaanized Bible, Canaanized King version of the Bible, but then also the books that didn't make the Canaanized version, because then you can really clearly understand the scriptures, the Bible that they gave to us to say, okay, y'all could read these books, but there's many more, right? In that, when you put the picture together, and there's even more volumes of books that is sitting over in the Vatican somewhere, right? But when you read enough of them and it all comes together, listen, the people who walked and actually lived by the law, because it was the law. It was not only a physical law, but it was a spiritual law, universal spirit law. When they were obedient, what the scriptures say, obedient is better than sacrifice. When they were obedient, they were abundant in wealth, right? In their health, their children, their material substance, all of that. They didn't want for anything because they had it. Now, when they were disobedient or when they didn't follow the law, that's when they had to sacrifice. That's why I said obedience is better than sacrifice. He was like, I don't want your book. Because this is what people need to understand. First of all, when they had to make sacrifices for disobedience, it was like, because they were wealthy and like cattle and things like that. Right. They had cow, why? Because those things produced. Think
Right.
about it. If I have a cow, I can milk the cow. I can put the
Sell.
milk in containers or whatever and sell it in the marketplace,
Right.
right? But if I send the sin and they like, okay, for this particular sin, you got to give up this cow. That just took my whole production.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
my
see
reason.
what I'm saying?
Now I'm out. Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now you done took, forget, don't come just bring a gallon of milk, bring the whole cow. This is how you make your money. And so it seems like we don't understand that today because, we have jobs and okay, if I speed and I get a ticket, then yeah, that's going to hurt us in the pocket a little bit because, we have our money budgeted out. And then this is this unexpected expense. Like, dang, I got this ticket. I gotta pay it. But what if you were speeding and the fee for it is your whole job?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
Like
taken away from you now.
if you speed, then you got to give up your job. People will not speed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I'm just not going to speed no more, whatever. But that's what was really going on there with the sacrifices. But then you have free will offerings. So there was a difference between offerings and sacrifices. Offering came from something willing. Like I have this, and so I'm offering up this, and I'm offering up this, and I'm offering up that. But then the sacrifices was for disobedience. So it's like, let's get that clear. So the money, money answereth all things because
Right.
yes, just like he said, just like you said, all of that. Look, if you guys, you already know, I got these children up in here, right? I got these children. They eat. I look at I spend more money on food than anything because
Right.
I have teenage growing boy, and they all. It don't even matter. It don't matter to me. To them, they don't never eat. They starving to death. We got a kitchen full of food in there, but they just don't want to cook it. Right? We don't have nothing, and I could pull out 1,000 things and make an entire meal, but they don't have nothing. Right? That's children. That's just what they do. But you need money.
Right.
So let's not act like we so, I don't know, holier than thou, righteous, whatever, to where we are afraid to have these money conversations for seeming like maybe we're all about the money or all about the dollar. This country that we live in a capitalistic society, a capitalistic system. Everybody else in other countries come over here.
Right.
For opportunities to do what? To have a business.
Right.
So that they can sell in the marketplace. Right? They come over here for it. They don't stay where they at because their system is not capitalist. They have socialism. They have communism. They have that, but they do not have capitalism. And they come over here in order to make money to send back to their families.
Right.
Right? So here we are. And I mean, there's a whole nother conversation we can have about it or whatever. But here we are over here with the opportunities, with the knowledge and the wisdom that's just like in the scriptures that say wisdom cries out in the streets.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody listening. The scripture says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and the strength of our salvation. Wisdom and knowledge shall. It didn't say, it says that money answereth all things, but it says that wisdom and knowledge shall be our stability.
Right.
We are learning a skill set.
Right.
Right? From master traders who have the wisdom. That means that they have the experience, right? They learned trial and error. They learned, and from those experiences that they've gained, they have wisdom, and they share the wisdom and the knowledge with us so that we can hinder the learning curve, not make the same mistakes that they made, where they blew 50,000 accounts, and to where they say, okay, well, to be on my team, you just at least need to blow 2 accounts. but they done blew plenty, right?
Right. Right.
And so that we can, like he said, buy back our time.
Right.
Because that's what it's really all about. A whole lot of people, because it happens all the time. You know, I'm sharing this. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sharing this opportunity with people, you know, and things like that. And, you know, they may think like, oh, you know, this person think I don't have no money and all that. And it's like, it's not that at all.
Right.
I mean, I came to you for a reason, you know, because you are a doctor, because you are a lawyer, because you are, you know, a six-figure earner in this particular field. But what I know you don't have is your time.
Absolutely.
I know that, right? Because now let me give you the numbers, because what they say, numbers don't lie, people do, right?
Okay.
So this morning, New York Live trading session, we're scalping. We're scalping the NAS, right? I made $138 in 20 minutes yesterday. I think it was 20 minutes. Hold on, let me look. Right? You know, we gotta keep the receipts.
Right.
Okay. So no, it wasn't 20 minutes. It was $138 in 10 minutes.
Nice.
Now this New York session, we're on here for an hour.
Right.
Right? So we're on 30 minutes before the bell rings at 9:30 Eastern. I had made $138 in 10 minutes before the bell even rang.
Wow.
Right? But that's 10 minutes. That was yesterday. Okay, now today, what was the numbers today? Today's numbers were $123 in 16 minutes.
Nice.
Now, let's do the math. I said $123 in 16 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm about to read this. There are 4 sets of 15 minutes in 1 hour.
Right.
So 4 times 15 is 60, because there's 60 minutes in an hour, right?
Right.
So in 16 minutes, I scalped for $123. So let's shave off 1 minute.
1 minute. Right.
$123 times 60 minutes is $7,380 in an hour.
Nice.
Let that sink in. $7,380 in 1 hour.
Nice.
It's about buying back your time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, we know, and this is what I said, I share the smaller numbers because the larger numbers scare people.
Right. They don't believe it. They are fearful of big numbers, which is
Scam
another.
come up. You know what I'm saying? Scam comes up. Oh, I don't need to make that much money comes up, or all of these different, and I'll tell you what it is. Those different things start to come up in their head because that's actually the recording that they have been programmed with about money. That's a conditioned mindset about money. Oh, money is the root of all of that stuff come up when you start sharing stuff like this. Money is the root of all evil. I don't even need that much money, or just all of those different things come up, and it's not even your own voice. It is the conditioning from whatever environments that your parents placed you in.
Right.
And then you start to gravitate to reinforce that same programming over and over and over again that keeps you locked into something that you really don't like, because people have certain positions or whatever. And don't get me wrong, they may like what they do. You know what I'm saying? But what they don't like is the conditions that they're under, and feeling like they're limited. They have constraints and things like that on them, because if that wasn't the case, why complain about your job?
Right.
Why
Right.
complain about it? You would just go on and be happy. Ooh, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just fine with it.
You
But
upset because you had no time to do anything.
no time. So it's not about the money, it's about the time. Because with these numbers, so basically, if I just decided to sit down and scalp for 1 hour in my day between 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. or 8:30 to 9:30, that is 1 hour, and I can potentially make $7,000 in 1 hour in my house, on my phone and my computer, and then go through the rest of my day. $7,000. Some people don't even make that in a month.
Absolutely not.
Your average income, bachelor's degree, master's degree,
Right.
is about $57,000 a year.
Right.
We talking about, and so at $57,000 a year, that might be a little over $3,000 a month. Okay,
Right.
and then add the taxes, because you being taxed right out the door
Before you even get your check.
before you even get
So
your
you're
check.
not bringing home
Tax.
what you really earn, because that's gonna be taxed before you get it.
Taxed. So you're not even bringing in the full $3,000,
Not at all.
right? Because it's taxed. Especially if you don't have a home-based business where you know have some deductions, so you're taxed, you know, and not just, oh well, you know, I need a couple of kids to write off on my taxes. No, a home-based business, baby, you could write off so many things because you are the business, right? But again, some people don't even make that with degrees that they have, student loans and stuff that they're still paying on.
Right. Absolutely.
And so there will be a lot of people that will be happy to be making $7,000 a month, just one person. And we're talking about in an hour, not a month, in an hour. 1 hour of just having a skill set to do so. So then what do you do for the rest of your day? Go work out, mow the lawn. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Have I don't know. Whatever it is, whatever you even thought that can imagine that you could think of that you ever wanted to do, you have so many hours left to do it, because you can potentially, because I mean, again, what they say, the numbers don't lie, people do.
Right.
Right here in front of me, if I scout $123 in 16 minutes, $138 yesterday in 10 minutes.
Right.
And then multiply that, you know what I'm saying, within an hour's time. That's some income that many people haven't even made in a month.
Right. Absolutely.
In a month. That buys back time. It's not about the money. It's about the time. But now you're free to do some other things, and you could pay your bills. You could be stress-free. That just takes off all the constraints. That takes all of that out the way. That's all it does. So that's what we're talking about. That's it.
Right, Coach. You are so right. And it's exactly, the numbers don't lie. People do, like you said, and I 100% agree with. And the thing about it is, now the time that you have, you know, when you're in the workforce, and please, y'all don't get us wrong, we ain't knocking 9 to 5. People, you gotta do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, get your bills paid, maintain your lifestyle how you need to. We're only offering and recommending an alternative, so that you won't have to miss the games, so that you can go spend time with family, so that you can take a vacation. If the unexpected happens, you have another source of income. You can work your job, love it, stay there, make somebody else rich, to the day you retire. Great. I applaud you. I'm giving you hand clap. That's not what I'm doing. However, if that's what you're doing, great. But who in their right mind is turning down another source of income or a skill set that's going to say, hey, it's not about the money that I'm making on the great salary. It's not about if I dislike or like my job. It's about my time. And I value my time because time is one thing that when it's over, like Dynamite said, it's just over. Like you can't go back and negotiate. You can't pay for the time. You can't do none of that. No, you are here to do what you need to do with this life, live it to the fullest, be abundant. And you cannot do that when you have no options. What does options simply mean? Your time. You can make a decision and choose what you're going to do and how you're going to spend it. That's your decision. That's your choice. And so, Coach, like I said, I agree with you. I agree with Dynamite. And what the Extreme family is trying to convey to people with this skill set is that you can do this anywhere. I was literally on set last night because I was some time between my scenes. And you know what? Everybody else was looking bored. They on Instagram. They playing games on their phone. And I'm just looking around. I'm like, guess what I got up? MT4. Let me see what's happening in this market. Sitting there making some extra money. Why? Because I'm learning a skill set that I can do that. And so while I'm waiting and my time that I'm waiting on a scene, I'm earning money. I'm also sharing with people. I'm talking to people about another alternative. You want to have multiple sources of income coming through. And it's okay because you cannot put your eggs all in one basket because it could be no fault of your own. I'm only speaking from my experience. I was on a job, was great, making a great salary. People love me. Guess what? Some CEO decided to downsize. I was the first one. I was the last one in. I was the first one out. And at no fault to mine, I was let go. The company can shut down. Look, if the pandemic has not taught us anything, Coach, it has taught us that we can no longer depend on the government. We can't depend on employers. We can't depend on family and friends to help us and save us and bail us out. No, you need to have multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of income is no longer a luxury where you can just go ball out. It is now become a necessity. And when you get your time back and you have more coming in and you have going out, you will live a lifestyle that you want and that you deserve. Why? Because again, he said that I came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. He didn't come that we'll be stressed. He came with peace. He didn't come that we'll be sad and depressed and have mental health issues. He came for joy, right? And so I'm like, where did we get it wrong to where we thought that we're supposed to be in a lifelong hardship? That ain't what was promised when I read the book. He never said you're going to be in a long-term, lifelong to the day you die hardship financially. No, he said, I want you to have joy, peace, love, kindness, goodness, gentleness. I mean, I'm just saying.
And look, I'm gonna tell you this. And you can have that when you ain't stressed out about money.
You absolutely can.
I'm at peace.
Right. Coach, you look peaceful. You look.
I mean, girl, look. I be getting up walking. I mean, you know, like for real. It's like
right.
That's let me you know, I either try to get that walk in before our session in the New York session or after. Oh, but I'm not missing the session. That's not what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, and then that's another thing about it, right? This is what I thought about. You know, how we always wonder with money, you know, family business. We should be making money together and all that kind of stuff. You can't make money with family and this is that and the other. Listen.
That's a lie.
XFX. Extreme FX is my family, right?
Right.
We family.
And we do business together.
And when I tell you, it's so tripped out how Extreme FX members just feel so much like my real family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like my blood family, like for real. And we on you know, on a session together in the morning for a good hour. Sometimes we go over and listen. I'm gonna tell you what I'll be in here because you know we got to get off at 9:15 for morning motivation. So
Right.
now I have, I have the Zoom going on in the back office on my laptop, and then so I could get off and go on Morning Motivation on my phone because I'm like, this is too good. I don't want to leave.
Right.
I want to leave. I'm making money with my family. And that's what we're doing. We're encouraging one another, all of these things that we are making money in an hour and a half. It really, to be honest with you, look, we on there for maybe an hour and a half, but girl, we done made our money in 10, 20 minutes. And the rest of it is just like, okay, this is what's up. This is what happened. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We giving each other cheat codes, all that kind of stuff. It's like, did you get your money? Did you get your money today? Did you, make sure you follow your trading plan, so forth and so on. I mean, where do they do that? Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, really, where do they do that? I know where they do it. We do it over here 5 days a week.
Right.
20 days out of the month. You know what I'm saying? Because weekends we chilling. But most people are just right. Yeah, you can trade on weekends, but I'm talking about as far as us all being, together on the session. Right. And so I'm saying most people are just getting to work. And we done made our daily bread before the day even really got started. And so, you know what I'm saying? It's like, really, what's to do for the rest of the day? Then you can't, like, I shared that, situation with you, with you all on Monday about the whole, the traders just sit up and mark up charts all day. And so they neglect their health. I'm like, I don't know who doing that. And if they are, what's wrong with them people? We don't do that. We done did what we need to do. Sometimes you mark it up, at night because right before you go to bed and everything, and you done with that. You making money in your sleep. And then we wake up, we get on the session for what, an hour, and then you had a whole rest of your day. Who don't have time to work out?
Right.
We do. You know what I'm saying? We got more than enough time. We can work out. We can go to volleyball games and soccer games for the kids, and whatever it is, and run errands and have lunch, meet clients for lunch and brunch and all of that type of stuff. You could go volunteer for a charity and all of that because you have the time in your day. So again, it's about buying back the time. That's it. And so we're gonna let's see, it is 6:45. What's the day? Today is Wednesday. So we do have the I want to share this. We do have the Young Guns. Let me put it up here in the stream. Where we at? Our Young Guns Youth Entrepreneurship and Development Program.
Oh my God, it's a deer in your yard, Coach Kareem.
Yeah. What?
Look, it's a deer in this yard. Walking by the window, Coach. I'm not even joking. Look, I don't got stunned because I'm looking at the window.
You got stunned. Look, I'm like, all the time.
For real? Like he's just walking by. He's all willy-nilly. You don't do that. You don't just come. I mean, he's just walking in the yard. It's the summertime. Look, and I'm like,
his baby's in the backyard stuff.
It's a deer.
What?
Yeah. Look, we always have deer. We that's normal.
Look, not
normal.
Look,
her baby.
He's talking about, look, I can't get up from this spot. I can't.
Look now. If it was pigeons, rats. Look, if it was pigeons and rats, then I'd be like, man, you need to get up from out that area. But look, deer.
Oh, look, I'm on this live.
You want to see deer?
It may need help. You talking about the babies in the back? I don't know what's happening.
Baby's stuck in the gate. So
yeah, Coach got to apologize. That thing just shocked me. So I think the mama is looking for some assistance. I don't think it's gonna be me, but we might call somebody to come bring some real help.
Oh my gosh! But so listen, we have the Young Guns Youth Entrepreneurship and Development Program. ages, we say 8 to 21, but look, if they can read, they can chart. And so tonight it's not it's not a presentation, but we do have the study hall where the parents are in one breakout room, and the youth are in the next breakout room. So if you want to join us and just get your questions answered about, like, hey, I'm interested, what is this all about? Come on over. 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. The link is newmembers.org, and the password is icon. Again, newmembers.org. The password is icon. And as a parent, you can come on over with us in the parent breakout room. You have questions, things like that. We can get your questions answered. And bring your children as well. Have them go into the other breakout room for the youth. I'm pretty sure my son Ryan is going to be in there and answering questions and things like that with Coach Kiana and Coach Tanny as well. So come on over. Look, we're looking for new family members.
Yes.
We welcome you with open arms, because listen, it's enough out here for everybody. It is. It's a $7.3 trillion market. There are about 7 billion people on the earth. So do you know that what that means when you do the math? That means that's $1,000 per day per person. Even babies.
Yeah.
Even babies. $1,000 per day per. Question is, how much do you
Coach, I think you frozen. I'm not sure. I can't hear you, and you're frozen on the screen. So look, you guys, if you guys can still hear me, okay? Thank you for joining the Coach's Corner tonight. We was talking about buying back your time. If you're interested, you can reach out to either one of us or anyone in the Extreme FX Global Academy family. We want to help you get to your next level, and that's through any type of coaching experience you may need: financial, emotional,